One, action.
Oh yeah, man! Welcome back to the Code of Ethics podcast.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah.
Episode 10, huh?
It's episode 10. We're gonna be wrapping up season 1
Season.
with a dynamic episode for y'all today,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I go by the host, man, Dr. T-Mazz, T-Mazz Harris, and I got
His
King
boy Moose,
Musa.
man. You know Musa, man. What's the deal? Hey, how y'all doing out there? We just want to let y'all know we hope all is well. You know, we send blessings to you and yours, you know, with good energy at all times, you know, in growth. We got a special guest. Well, every guest is special, but we
Yep.
got a special guest today.
This one's
Rah.
gonna be dope. This one's gonna be dope.
Yeah, this gonna be dope for the people. Not only that, it's gonna give a lot of information. You know, it's gonna be real good for you to, you know, take these moments down and, you know, understand what we talking about, ingest it, so you can use it and apply it in some way. Cause I know it's gonna be good information for you, food for the soul. Rah, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
Rah, welcome
Yo,
to the
I
Code of Ethics
appreciate,
podcast, sir.
I appreciate you having me on the podcast. I'm grateful to be number 10. We in the top 10.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's
Yo,
dope.
congrats on having the new podcast.
Hey, we
you, man.
Man, I
appreciate
wish you
that.
guys the best of success in everything that you're doing.
Hey,
Good
we
luck.
appreciate
I'm all
it.
about that. Just spreading positivity. I think I wish everybody the best.
Facts.
As you should, yeah.
Every human on earth.
That's important because you know that energy, you know, 360 and come back to you
Right.
tenfold. You know?
It's important to spread love, man.
Always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The spiritual
universe gonna
aspect
bring it back.
is ignored.
Talk
or-
more about that.
Or almost like purposely like kind of like put away and like pushed away from like the media or whatever, the matrix, but they try to like distract you from the whole spiritual aspect. But the spiritual aspect is super important to be like your greatest self and to like really live your purpose with God and, you know, your mission.
That's very
So
important.
you really got to
Yeah.
tap into the spiritual aspect to really live a great life for me. I
That's
feel
a
like.
fact. Nah, you're right because you can have the world, but if you ain't
And
got
spiritual is
self and
any religion,
spiritual,
but
you
it's
know,
just-
in any direction, like you saying, any religion, whatever you serve, you know, it's not our job
Just
to
a
push
greater
nothing on you.
purpose,
Yeah.
something more maxed out, something more zoomed out.
Let's talk about a little bit about like why does the industry not favor artists who directly promote spiritual growth in their music?
I feel like you can do it. It's just if you're talking about a controversial subject that the industry leaders are against or opposite of, then they're obviously not going to promote it.
Right.
But like if you like doing some like spiritual stuff, they allow some spiritual stuff. There's some artists like Janae Aiko look like she like meditating all the time. Like there's some artists
Right.
do it. Even Big Sean does it. But I don't know, like Kanye, it was his Sunday service was
Right,
huge,
right,
so
right.
it works.
So some artists can break through and
Yeah.
kind of go big with a spiritual message for the
Yeah,
fans.
I think even Michael Jackson was spiritual because he was just great.
I believe he
like an
was as
angel.
well.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
believe he was. I believe he just was too understanding and took a different path that he shouldn't have took. I think he should have been strategic
Yeah.
once he understood.
And he's not perfect. He had trauma. That's why he was
Yeah.
like, I don't believe the rape allegations. I believe that he was just like a child.
Yeah, well,
so he
yeah,
had some problems, but so he's not perfect. But I just believe he was so innocent, like an angel, for me.
that's crazy. That's dope. Because a lot of those kids that
But I don't
came
know.
forth, they was saying that it never happened.
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard a lot
and
of-
then some was saying
He's
like,
not like canceled like R. Kelly.
yeah,
He's never had that where it was like 100%. Okay, he's gone. That never happened with Michael
Yeah.
Jackson because they have enough evidence. He was never fully committed.
Yeah, that was way
That's
before the
if
whole
he
cancel
was
movement.
fully
Yeah,
like
that was
evidence
before it.
committed, then like he would be like R. Kelly.
back
He
then
never
though.
got canceled.
No, back then
Michael
they
Jackson never
cancel
got
was
canceled.
get rid of you. That's
Right.
they cancel.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
That's
start
how I took it. Like
They
look
got
at
rid of him like 15
Prince.
years ago.
You know,
You
it's
think
a
the
lot of
doctor got
artists.
rid of
Yeah,
him?
I don't think the doctor. You know,
We breaking into the
That's real
funny
mean.
question. No.
This whole cancel culture where they stigmatize the idea of listening to or supporting the music from the person who's being canceled. You know,
Facts.
and it seems to impact the artist who's being canceled huge these days, right?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
talk
true.
a little bit about the impact of cancel culture.
What you think about that? The impact, like what
I think
impact does it have on the
I think
culture?
people like Kanye broke cancel like 4 times.
True.
So like I think you
He really
shouldn't worry
did.
about
Yeah.
that, and you should keep on your mission
Just
with
keep
God.
pushing no matter
Like
what,
so, it's
right?
like don't worry about like the the short term. Worry about more about long term and just keep pushing.
Hmm.
So
Don't
it's like,
lose
I don't
yourself
think
though.
I don't
Yeah.
think I think anybody who got canceled can come back. Everybody can always reinvent themselves.
I
And
believe that too.
everyone
Yeah,
can
you're right
come
about
back
that.
to God.
Yeah.
Everyone can
That's dope.
always come back to God.
Right. Because the mission
No
is
matter how
always
hard
the
you
same.
stray,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
a
always
fact.
come
Yeah.
back to God.
I like that mind state.
That is dope,
like
huh?
that mindset,
Yeah, I
right?
like that.
This is
Because
like,
people really need to hear that. They
Mhm.
really think once you cancel it's over. But like you said, not even Kanye. It's a lot of examples of artists that have careers where they bounced back and kept going. You get what
Yeah.
I'm
Like
saying?
what's his name? What's his name that faked his own beating up? That gay guy, right?
Jesse.
Sorry, no, but he was gay.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
homosexual guy, yeah.
Jesse.
Just
Smollett. Yeah.
If he right now, if he just did some great shit and he just started being a great human
Mhm.
for like the next 5 years, he'd be
People
one
will
of the
fuck
biggest
with him.
guys.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd be a huge
Yeah.
celebrity again. So it's like people don't.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He
That's like
he
the
was
impact
canceled,
of the
right?
internet too, and the social times we're living in is that anybody could blow up overnight.
Nah, anybody.
mean?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Because
They don't control it no
present
more. Yeah.
tense is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The past tense of everybody, all this shit is just like memories going in a file cabinet. That shit's not here anymore.
Yeah.
So anything that happens, we just keep moving. We're all in the present. So it's
Yeah.
like if you just do great things in the present,
Yeah.
now it's like,
It'll
you can always
overcome.
redeem yourself.
Yeah, it'll overcome the past. Like
Yeah.
now, more so people is. I like that understanding because more so people is living in the future, and living for tomorrow instead of worrying about the past and letting the past identify them. You get what I'm saying? Cause see, that comes with forgiveness and self too. Cause a lot of people will see you for how you was, not how you are.
Right. That,
You
and,
know?
and the spiritual message that I take from that is God is forgiving.
For
right?
sure. You
All-
get what I'm
at all
saying?
times, and you can
Yeah.
always bounce back.
But
so to
you,
speak.
yeah, that's a fact. But you got a society where it's no, like they see you as that instead of seeing you as a working
It's a
in
journey.
progress. Yeah,
Life is a journey.
that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I think life is a journey. I think you gotta fuck up. Like failure, losing is not make you a failure.
It
It's
don't.
just
Mhm.
it's literally the way to win, because you have to
To
fail
lose,
so
yeah.
many times to be able
You
to
really
learn
do.
everything.
Yeah,
And you
And
never
the
really
most
lose.
the people who win, they fail so many times that they learn everything.
Yeah.
So it's like
but you gotta try to fail or win regardless.
so then it
You
comes
know?
down
Yeah.
It's
to
really
like
just learning from
courage.
your mistakes
Yeah.
at
It
that
comes
point.
down
Yeah,
to
you are.
courage,
Your
heart,
mistakes is
bravery.
guiding you. You know, that's a fact. Cause even losing itself strengthens you, and that's crazy. Because without loss, you wouldn't understand it. You know,
Bro,
you wouldn't have
Everything's
that
important.
understanding. Yeah,
Everything's important.
that's crazy.
Okay, let's take them back to the early days with your music, man. So you sing, correct?
I sing and rap.
You sing and rap. All right. When did you start out singing and rapping?
Man, I started probably around 13.
13. That's dope.
Mm.
And where are you from?
Detroit,
Detroit.
area. So like within 15, 20 minutes of it.
That's what's up. That's what's
And
up.
then obviously you can go have family and friends all over Detroit area, Metro Detroit area.
That's dope. And what's your nationality?
My parents are Indian. My family's Indian. So I really love Punjabi culture. We from the north, Punjabi. We making actually big scenes in the music game now.
That's
Mm.
dope.
And we about to
That's
start
dope.
adding Punjabi and
That's
hip hop. There's a couple artists doing it.
Who's a couple of the artists that's popping right now in the Punjabi culture?
Diljit, Karan Aujla, and a couple people.
And Ra?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you threw. Yeah, I like that. That was dope right there.
Yeah.
Put that on his name, huh?
Okay.
AP
Yeah.
Dillon is a good one.
Mhm.
But there's people that are doing fully English, but they're
Okay.
just Punjabi. Hanuman Khan,
Mm.
he just had a huge #1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard of that? It's like
This is my first time.
this guy Hanuman Khan. He had a huge #1 hit just like a couple months ago. Everybody know him. He had the but he had crazy video and everything. Y'all search him later, you'll be like, oh okay. But him and Nav, who's on XO,
Yeah,
Nav.
I've heard of
Mhm.
Nav. Yeah,
He made an album with
Nav dope.
Lil
Yeah.
Uzi and shit,
Okay.
and he's doing his thing with the Weeknd because there's so many Punjabis in Toronto. So I know Drake and Weeknd, half the camp is, I mean, a lot of the people they know is Indian and shit.
That's
Oh,
dope.
so they got it. I didn't know
Punjabi
that.
from the north.
Yeah, I didn't
so
know
we
that.
in the hip hop game for a while actually. There's
Mm.
already probably like 50 guys ahead of me.
Okay. Let's talk about the differences
crazy.
in the culture
Yeah.
and just traditional hip hop culture and the Punjabi scene.
Yeah.
Any similarities and any differences?
The Punjabi people, the Sikh people with the turbans, Sikhism,
Mm-hmm.
which is the majority of Punjabi people, even though my family is not Sikh, so I don't wear a turban.
Mm.
But they're kind of like they were discriminated towards in India a long time. So they dealt with a lot of things. They're kind of they kind of like been treated like black people in history.
Right.
So I feel like we relate a lot to hip hop, and our beats go well together.
Mm.
Like at our parties, we've been having remixes with hip hop songs and been dancing to that since I was a young kid.
That's dope.
So it's been going back to the 90s
That's dope.
that they were already doing that.
Yeah, well,
It was
I wouldn't have
DJs,
never
it was-
thought that.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'll show you some Punjabi shit. Y'all gonna go crazy.
yeah.
Bro,
Nah, that's crazy because it's you.
Bro, that
I
shit's
wouldn't have never
fire.
thought that. You know, that's why this is important to have that type of dialogue.
We got an artist that did a
Mhm.
song with YG. We got an artist that's a song with NLC Chopper.
What?
Did
Alley
with
Chopper?
Saweetie. Did with a couple of some Diplo. And like they doing like Punjabi songs.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
For a
and
long.
they did Coachella. My guy Diljit, he's on Coachella.
So the cultures is
That's
is
big.
easily to be.
It's getting
adapted.
Bigger, huh? Yeah,
You
and
can,
then-
yeah.
and
Very
then
similar,
Indian
it
music
seems.
is huge. Indian
Especially with the
industry is
music
big.
scene.
They got a billion people out there. More
Yeah.
So
Nah.
that's
Yeah.
what I
For
wanted to
sure.
get at too. So
Yeah,
it's,
the pop
it's
ain't it
numbers.
the
Four times the population of US.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's one of the top 5 with the most populated.
Number one.
Number one?
Number
Damn,
one.
that's
They passed
crazy.
China. What used to be
Damn,
China?
yeah, it used to be
Last
China.
year they
Yeah,
passed China.
yeah, good
I
looking
don't
on
know
that.
currently.
Yeah, I know they
but
population
they at
is
some point last
crazy.
year crossed China.
Yeah, I know that
Okay.
for sure.
So you doing shows and stuff right now?
Not right now.
Okay.
I've done shows. I haven't done a show in probably at least over a year.
All right.
I've had a son, and there's a war going on,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, man, I'm trying to make some money. I'm getting into real estate and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just life. But like I haven't done shows in a long time, but I've done some great shows. I've done some shows in California that were great.
Mhm.
I did a European tour
Dope.
with
That's
my guys
dope.
Live Vision, and she was crazy.
So you took time off pretty much, and how has the war affected you in a way?
There was like a long time where I didn't want to release music because I just felt like it was like I felt like I was drafted to a social media army. I was
Mhm.
like protesting and like speaking against it. So it's kind of like I was like at war almost with like I feel like there needs to be a whole people movement that speaks against stuff, and it's a big part of war. The protests are a big part of war
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because they could help stop your country. So
Right.
it's like if you don't agree with your country, then you are a huge part of the war to try to stop it.
So people who go out and campaign with picket signs and say no against the war, and they're doing it peacefully, you saying that has some impact?
I think that's a huge part of the war.
Let's compare that
Yeah.
to the people who go out there and do demonstrations that's not so peacefully. They're burning shit down and all of that.
I
Does
think
that
that
have
shit all
any
lame.
impact?
I think that shit all lame. Anybody that's doing anything wild, they're trying to get out their own fucking
Right.
violent nature. We're not
Mhm.
about violence. We're about peace. We're trying to stop a war. So anything.
Because I feel like when legislators, government officials see buildings being burned down and cities being looted, that it makes them act a little faster.
That's crazy,
So
huh?
when
Because
did
they
that happen?
losing
That
money.
happened with what? The George Floyd riots.
Mm-hmm.
Watts
So
riots.
who did those?
LA riots.
What happened? Who did? I never really looked into it. Who did those things? If you guys know more than me.
The actual people who was burning stuff
Yeah.
down.
Who did they end up being? Or they don't know?
No,
It's just random protests.
I mean, they
believe-
show shit on the news. It looked like people like you and me. You know what I
So you
mean?
think people were
Regular,
just
everyday
getting
people
their
who
shit
live in the
out?
city burning their
It
own
wasn't
shit
even
down.
about the shit. They were just trying.
Same cities.
Oh, they were like,
same
fuck,
streets
fuck
they gotta
the
walk through
system.
the next day. Not to
But-
say that it's a good or bad thing, because I think people do things for a reason, right?
Well, it's been a lot of shit going on, from time since the civil rights movement. But that's why in their culture, I understand the marching and protesting. But over here, we've been marching since the civil rights, and our people still marching, and ain't shit changed. So obviously that way, and being peaceful, you get what I'm saying? I remember watching old biographies, and they was sicking dogs on black men, watering them with water hoses from the fire truck. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention dropping bombs. You get what
Black
I'm
Wall
saying?
Street.
Come on, you get what I mean? So, do it really matter if you burn it down or if you do it peacefully? It's just a response faster when you do it
I mean,
with
it's a-
disaster, because it's property.
It's like the first step of retaliation. It's like, I object. It's like, okay, you're not gonna go along with it,
Right.
not say anything.
hmm
The first step is to say no, right? And then what? If that doesn't work, then gotta fight them.
No, that's a fact.
Which is what happened with Hamas.
And I'm against.
If-
Let me put that out there before we go there. I'm against anybody burning anything down. You get what
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying?
shit lame.
Yeah,
I believe
especially
it's
if you
always
actually
do what you trying to
because
do.
even the outcome
gotta
is
be
the same
strategic.
as that. I believe it has to be
If you want to
something
reform
different.
the country, it
Right.
gotta be strategic.
Right.
I'm getting into political scene too.
Right.
I'm my boy right here too.
Right. That's smart.
Okay, let's talk
All right,
about
let's-
that. Let's talk about that a little bit more.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Let's jump to that.
Especially in a world
We'll
where
go
you know,
back to the Hamas, and because I wanted
No,
to
this
get
is
some
related to
understanding.
Hamas.
Right. Yeah.
with multiple religions. How can multiple religions live in peace and harmony? Any suggestions?
Well, let's say the main three religions, the most popular three religions are the Abrahamic religions. They're all monotheistic, so they believe God is everything, omniscient, omnipresence, omni-knowing, whatever it's called. So it's like it's everything. It is everything. So everybody is part of God. So I think everyone should understand that we're all family, and that we're like, no matter if we want to do different traditions because we're from different countries have different food and everything. You know what I mean? So it's like a different way of praying, and then we should know that we're part of all the one God. And then there's Hinduism. Hindus and Muslims have problems. That's where India has a lot of problems with Muslims. And it's sad, because I don't believe in like that division and shit. I believe in coexistence. So then Hinduism is not only like monotheistic. So it should be even past that. It should just be acceptance that everybody know that we are all together in this shit.
Right.
We're on Earth. We're all humans.
Right.
We're all here. We all got the same DNA, same makeup. We're obviously made by the same maker. So it's like we're all siblings.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
how I feel for sure.
That's true though. We are one, and it's crazy to understand that. Even the understanding that there is a God doesn't give you the understanding that family and people for the better is good for all, because what's bad for you should be bad for me, and what's good for you should be good for me, because the outcome or whatever the cause and effect is going to reach everyone, and it always does. You get what I'm saying? That's something that you can't put classism on. You can't put skin color on. You get what I'm saying? It's just part of life. Life happens, and I hope one day we do get to that point. But, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. you know.
Do you think there's a turning point happening where it's like going towards that? It could go to that direction right now because a lot of people are waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Yes,
I think a lot of these laws and stuff may have some kind of influence on that, you know, with who's in office and, you know, who's supporting what wars and shit like
Could we
that.
join the government and make the laws? The people who are waking up.
Oh, for sure.
So
We
there'll
got to
be a
actually
wave
take
of
those.
awoken people in the government.
What I think, though, is working for the government or working in law enforcement is stigmatized in urban communities.
It really is.
And it's so stigmatized that even though it's possible to get those jobs, it's possible to go and work for the government, it's possible to be a senator.
But what if we took all those
don't.
roles with our own awakened thinking and we became those roles with the awakened mindset? So it's like we could just change.
I'm with
it
that. Yeah,
because
I like that.
every level or every generation changes anyways. So it's a whole new group of people that's gonna be every position.
Yeah, I'm
They're
with
always
that.
gonna keep
Like I
updating.
believe you shouldn't police an area if you don't live, if you've
More and
never
more-
lived there. You get what
If
I'm saying?
More
You
and more
should.
awakened people get
Mhm.
positions.
Yeah. Well,
That's smart. Yeah, that's smart.
representation is huge, man.
It's very,
It's important to
yeah.
have like people who look like you and can
It's
understand
very
your
important.
experiences
Mhm.
in high level positions,
Right.
especially those positions that are making decisions that impact the everyday lives
Right.
of people like you.
It's
and
just
me.
like a surgeon. Like, you know, you would want them to come from your culture because they're going to know your body way
understand.
different than anybody. And, you know, in some similar ways, everybody's body is designed
What do you
different.
feel about Trump not appointing any black people to his positions?
Man, I probably could have expected that, but you know,
My
Shit.
bad. What do you feel about Trump not appointing any African American or black people to his cabinet positions?
I think, didn't he just appoint the black dude from the urban
did?
development? I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. I seen something like that.
That's cool if you did.
Yeah.
I gotta
yeah,
look
if
up
he did, that's dope. But
Yeah.
before
I didn't
today. I
expect
guess
it.
I believe so. I believe so.
he had like
Let me
15
check
white
for
people
y'all.
on the road though.
Yeah. and that's one thing that we gotta get. We gotta get to that mind state to where it's like, yeah, we understand that it's people in these high positions that are securing things for people who look like them and come from the place they come from, and that does not intersect with where we come from, right? But let's not get mad at that. Let's have our own.
Yeah.
You know, there is ways to
think-
build ourselves up, build our communities up. You know what I'm saying? With the efforts of you and me and other people who are willing and look like us and, you know, come from the places that we come from.
I think we have
but
to.
It takes effort.
I think we have to inspire our community to change
build it up,
change the world for the better.
That's real.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
if we all want to change the world for better, then how does it do? You do it through
Right.
the art, which music does, because I'm in music too. You guys are
Right.
in music
Mhm.
too, and then also through like laws and politics.
Yeah.
Like we got to be real.
Right.
like,
Nah,
that's
we
what
really
it is.
do.
Exactly.
So it's like we might as well be
Nah,
a
that's
part of
important.
all this shit. We got to
Yeah,
be part
that's-
of
great
community.
representatives
We out here.
and producers, but we got to start being
Mhm.
great lawyers.
If we out here, let's
and,
participate
And
in
that's how they,
and advocates for shit
but that's
like
what
this.
they push on the community. You get what I'm saying? All you want to be is a singer, actor, or entertainer, play sports. That's
So
the
then
only
there's
way
a
you
whole
gonna make it
nother-
out.
There's a
Yeah.
whole
You get what
nother
I'm
Great
saying?
way.
rappers and singers.
Yeah, so you
Why?
grow up thinking like, damn,
So
I
we
gotta
gotta
be
get out
in
there
one of
and
those
lawyers-
categories to
always
make
been-
it.
It's always been 50-50. People, empires have been influenced by arts and culture, but also by politics and laws.
Right.
So you got why just do one? Let's also
Nah,
get into
nah, you
politics.
right.
I think that we should
We should.
promote and celebrate if there's new African American politicians that want to
sure,
like
for
sure.
be
For sure.
governors, senators, everything.
We,
like, let's
but
go.
not only do that,
Let's get
we need
involved with
to
everything.
really research what is being passed and
Yeah.
what they're actually doing. It's cool to
Be
celebrate.
proactive of
You
building
get what
a
I'm
better
saying? But
world.
we really want to see what's
fully.
going on. You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're
Because
saying.
All hands on.
nah, it's like all that cheering. Like we need to know what's going on with
Gotta know about
anybody.
education
You know,
system,
yeah,
about the
everything.
healthcare system,
It should be front line. You know,
about all that shit.
think about it. I mean, as a person with as me personally, I really don't weigh on like Republican Democrat because my heart is set on the betterment of like human. You get what I'm saying? The betterment of a household, the infrastructure of it, society, where to where we could push our people out to make money become assets to society and create revenue. Whereas so when I'm thinking like that, it's not one or the other. I'm really thinking for the betterment of the country as a whole. It shouldn't be two sides of the coin when you thinking about it. You get what I'm saying? So I just see it as, all right, now Trump's in office. This is how the economy is finna go. This is how this structure is finna go. This is what's finna stop. If the other was in the office, I'd do the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like we should almost bypass what they're doing. No, we still like obviously while they're still off, but like build our own government almost like a community of like how we run it. Because like this, the awoken is so
That's a
so
fact, though.
big. It's so different from what they're doing that it's like.
And
like,
I
we can
think
almost just build a
it'd be
whole
way
nother
better.
system that's and it's just like replace the system.
There's things that we can do on the level that we on right now. It's like you can interact with certain senators from your
How,
from your city.
how
or your
organized
county.
can the people get?
You can go to some of these town hall meetings that they're having and give your thoughts on different laws that they're planning, or give your ideas on whatever topic it is that you guys want to talk about.
That's a
So,
fact.
but people need to know that that's available to them when it's happening. Can they join online? Can they actually walk in?
Where to go?
And they need to
So how do we
understand the
make it
impact of
part of normal
representation, of
culture?
being there.
How do we integrate it with normal community and culture? Make it cool and normal. Make it normal.
Showing
Where
it.
it's not like something separate where it's like so much extra.
We have to be able to televise that at all times in the right way.
It's like we just got to know our power.
Mhm.
You know that
These
we
are
are
good questions, though.
citizens
This
of
is
the
like we're
country.
developing a program right
Nah,
now.
that's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. We
It's like
need
writing
to
grants.
So
have this
those
dialogue.
are the thoughts
Yeah.
I'm having on
Nah.
my political side.
Yeah,
That's why I've been
but
getting
nah,
so
those
political.
the dialogues you gotta have and build with people to have a better understanding, and all that's gonna do is when you go back pondering, you gonna strengthen your mind and you gonna have more insight
It's
on
always
it.
good to talk it
Yeah,
out with
that
people.
ain't. It's no right or
what I mean?
wrong to a situation. You get what I'm saying? It's right or wrong to the action. But the conversation could never be right or wrong because truth could never be considered disrespect. You get what I'm saying? It's just conversation and dialogue. And it's just like your favorite team. You might like this team, he might like this team, but it's based off of personal opinion.
Wow.
Like artists, like political leaders. You get what I'm saying? It's really based off of personal opinion. Their job is to alter that. So they pump so much on you depending on who they're behind. That's how I know who got the money.
Influence your decisions.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
That's how you know who got the money. Whatever I see the most, I know they got the money.
Most budget. Marketing budget.
Okay, Rod, tell us a little bit about things that you do outside of the music.
Well, yeah, politics is one of them that I'm getting into. Damn, I totally voice crack. But family
Okay.
outside of music, family is a huge part of life.
You said you're getting into politics.
Get into politics like what we've been kind of talking about.
Okay.
But I may run.
You planning on running for
You-
something in the future?
Yeah,
What would you
Yeah,
run for?
that's dope.
governor and president.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what got you in that space?
Just knowing that, what I mean, people that are in power aren't making right decisions, and I got a lot of great ideas for them. So I might as well be the one making a decision. If they're not gonna make the right decision, like fuck, we gotta fucking save the world.
Yeah.
And
That's-
also my mission from God that I gotta help the world.
Yeah, that's dope. Let's talk about that bigger goal that you talked about, becoming the president. right? Just to even say that, like, and believe that it's achievable.
Shit.
Let's talk a little bit about
Yeah.
the confidence.
Yeah, because that
goes
takes
into
a lot.
just making that
Yeah.
statement and believing that that's
That
achievable.
takes a
for
lot.
you.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I strongly believe nothing's impossible.
As you
Like,
should.
It's kind of like almost like a Nike advertisement. Like, just you could do anything. So I always thought about like doing the biggest stuff because it's like there's nothing that's limited, that's not out of the reach of.
There's no
possibility.
ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
You could
There's
do
no
anything you
ceiling. I
want.
like that.
But then also, there's a big need. I feel like America needs to be reformed in a lot of ways, and I feel like it needs to be reformed in love and like acceptance and brotherhood with everyone. So I have that feeling, and then
So-
maybe I'm like someone who spreads brotherhood and love on Earth, and I could do it
I like
through
that.
being
Yeah.
in
And running
charge
for
of one
office.
of the
Okay.
most
So-
powerful nations.
So what are you doing outside of the family to go after those things and bring that to the world? Or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are you
well,
just
how am I
set
getting
on
into
running? You get what I mean?
So-
I really want to know, like, you know.
So I've been connecting with this team called Free and Equal Elections, and they
Yeah.
do debates for all the third parties.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Shout
I
out
think-
Free and Equal. Yeah,
'cause
we'll
I
give you
think
that for sure.
I think the Republican and I said Dominican,
Is that a local organization?
Democrat, Republican, huh?
It's Free and Equal, a local
They're in
organization?
California.
California
but-
based.
Yeah, West Coast.
Okay.
Nationwide?
Nationwide. But I
Nationwide.
think they're based in California.
And what do
But
they focus on again?
So they doing the third party elections and giving voice to the third parties, like something outside of the Republican and Democrat.
Yeah, right.
That's dope.
Everybody thinks Democrat and Republican is
That's
the
all it
only
is.
option.
Yeah, they
Like,
really
oh,
they
if
really
you're not
don't
voting
know
for
it.
us,
Yeah.
The
how
most
like you
promotional
have to
money
vote
and
for
shit
Trump.
like that, right?
It's like there is no other option.
That's
There is another
that's
option.
smart. Yeah.
Mhm.
There was Jill Stein, there was Chase
Mhm.
Oliver, there was Cornel West. There was a couple other options, but people act like there was no other option,
Wow.
which is false. So like just as much as those two had votes, could have been a third or fourth person had votes, but they literally suppressed their voices. So then these guys, Free Equal, give them voices. So I helped them out. I volunteered with them a couple times for some events. And I also worked with the Green Party. I was supporting Jill Stein, and I was supporting her. And I helped them out a couple times.
In the history
So I was
of
with
America, has a Green Party or other party person ever won the election?
Republican was a
Never?
third party.
Other than Democrat or Republican, has
Republican was a third party.
Yeah. I
was
believe.
there was two other parties.
Yeah.
Republican was right. Republican was a
Okay.
third party.
So hold on.
And when
Now, this is my
Lincoln-
question
when
though, and I want to
Lincoln-
ask this for the comments, the folks watching too.
So what
I
was
believe
has,
so.
has
That
anybody
Republican
other than a
came as-
Democrat or Republican ever won the presidential election?
So that's what I'm saying. There used to be Democrat and somebody else. Let's
what
say
what
X.
what was
And
the
then
party name?
Republican was the third party.
What was the other party? Was
I
it
know
Democrat?
because I know in
You
those
know that.
times
You
at
probably
the
know that, bro. See,
Okay.
this is my guy in. I know he's out of the camera, guys, but my boy Frankie. shout out
Yeah,
Frankie,
they
shout
is-
out him.
Frankie.
He ran for president,
Really?
and he gave me confidence too that you can
That's
actually
dope.
just run for president.
you did.
No.
You're gonna do it.
This election cycle, yeah.
Even if you don't win, you're gonna
Well,
run. You can
I
run.
ran on the Democratic line though.
That's
Okay.
dope.
I made about 13 state ballots. The Democratic Party kept me off of a lot of other ones.
Right.
Mhm.
But I still, in most of the states, once I started getting popularity, I was hitting like 1.52% of the votes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Illinois being my most, Chicago was like my biggest win.
Okay.
15,200 votes.
Wow.
Which is 10,000 less than people who were spending millions and millions of dollars on their campaigns. So,
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what it boiled down to, huh? That campaign, yeah.
And media.
Mhm.
But I did it not to win, but I did it for representation, like y'all were saying.
Yeah, nah.
So people
That's
know that they got
understanding.
somebody
You
else.
really could do it.
First Puerto
Yeah.
Rican candidate ever.
Correct.
That's dope.
First Puerto Rican ever run, and that's what it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's nobody on that stage that was talking about things that influence.
Who's
or
who's
impact
talking
our
about that Puerto
And,
Rico
yeah, you're right
is,
about that,
colonized
yeah.
by America?
Yeah.
And I've always
Who's
said,
talking about that? Why is Puerto Rico just an American colony?
it's not
Shit,
even-
random.
It's not even just on the Puerto Rican line. There's a whole bunch of
It is. It's-
interrelations between
yeah.
the Black and Latino community we divide ourselves in that sense, but in reality, we all go through the same kind of struggle. They don't look at us any kind of different. They group us all together anyway.
They really do.
Yeah.
That's
There's
a
a
fact.
lot of things that
Black-
even
That's a fact.
Black
me
and Latin.
being brown,
Mm-hmm.
that we are connected, that we have some things that happen to all of people that are not white.
Facts.
Mm.
There's like some things that are just white and non-white,
Mhm.
which we all fall under.
And that's one of the things that I've
That some
my whole
things that
campaign-
black people are worse.
My whole campaign focused
Worse.
on you can't fix what you don't understand.
Mhm.
So I could tell you all my problems all day, every day, but until you live it and feel it,
Yo,
you're
we-
not gonna understand.
It's gonna be a whole different vibe to
Yo,
it.
we
yeah.
about to get into it. I'm happy to be on a podcast. It's my first
Okay,
time on a
so look.
podcast, and I'm trying to like
We're
really
gonna probably switch gears a little bit, but Rap, I was looking at your Instagram.
let's go.
You got hell of people following you, right? Why do you think those people follow you? For your music, or for your political views, or for you just being a family man?
So political
What?
views is new. Since I
Mm.
did the political views, I gained more followers.
Okay.
Maybe some more, but I actually made a whole nother Instagram, and I made it with my government name
Okay.
as a political personality, like
Shout it out real quick.
at mahajan.usa.
Spell that for him.
MAHAJAN.USA.
Yeah, you was gonna have to spell that for the people.
I was
So that's
a-
your political
I'm
page.
okay. I really believe in not doing just one thing. Like, okay, I'm just a musician.
Mhm.
Then what if I have some political thoughts? So I'm like, no, but
Right,
I'm
right.
a musician.
Mm.
Like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to stop myself? Like, nah, but you're
Right,
a
I do all kind of
musician.
shit.
You're not going to go for you're not going to change the world as a politician because you're doing it through art. So it's like I can't limit myself. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it all.
Oh yeah, you
I have
know.
a music page, I have a political page, I have a clothing brand page, and I have a nonprofit page.
Oh, so you into the clothing also? What's the name of the clothing? Oh, that's dope.
It's my last name. 'Cause
Okay.
Gucci last name, Vuitton last name, Prada last name,
That's dope.
Okay.
Dolce and Gabbana are last names.
Is that available right now? The clothing?
I have a website and some stuff, simple stuff, but I do more custom.
Talk about the
One on
sweater
one.
you got on right now. Kind of dope.
Oh, the sweater I have right now was given to me by my mother-in-law.
Okay. Shout out moms-in-law.
Yeah.
What does it
wife's
say?
mom. It says
live
Living
and die
down
in
in
LA.
LA. That's hard.
Tupac.
Tupac.
Patch on the sleeve. Say Tupac.
Tupac.
Okay. That's hard.
Yeah,
hard.
that's
Oh,
hard.
Tupac on the back. But
Okay.
yeah, she just bought it for me, and I was like,
Yeah.
alright. She's totally Portuguese. Like, I literally had to learn Portuguese to talk to them. They don't speak
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Right.
said a lot of them people on your page, they there for your music, right?
Therefore, some key collaborations I did.
Okay. Talk about
Mm.
those collaborations.
And a lot of them are my fans. There, I have some great fans on there
That's
that
dope.
have been for like 10 years. And
Yeah.
you guys.
You got a strong
Love
fam. Yeah.
But it's some people, it's not like huge.
Shout your
It's
fans
gonna
out
be
real
good.
quick first,
Bro,
and then let's
I
talk
got-
about those.
You don't
some-
need a huge fan base
That's
when
true.
they real.
But it's gonna grow now
Mhm.
when I get bigger and bigger. But I got some people that are already riding. And
Yeah, that's good.
It keeps me going. But I got a lot from a couple key things I did. I had paid a little bit to Fat Joe in the game.
Mhm.
They just hit me up on Instagram. I paid them, and then they posted me on their story every
Mm.
day for like a couple months.
What?
Mm.
So I got a lot of followers from that. I was getting followers every day.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Those posts
Fat
on
Joe
Mark-
in the game.
Marketing
They were
strategy.
posting
That
my-
was
my
cold.
music video.
That's dope.
That's cold marketing
was going
strategy
crazy.
for an artist.
I paid
You get what I'm
So-
saying?
So that's okay. I see DMs here and there from some big celebrities, right,
Yeah.
with a blue check and everything, and they're asking to pay a couple of dollars. I'll post you on my story. Is that spam or is that some
They'll
real
do
shit?
it. I mean, if it's from their actual page,
Yeah.
then you gotta believe it. Unless they're hacked. It's
Okay.
from their page.
Okay, so people really doing
They're
that.
from their verified page.
Mm.
All right.
Like I've had Busta Rhymes DM me, Bow Wow DM me, Cash Doll DM me, Big Daddy Kane DM me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's DM me.
Who's some
And
of the
Yeah.
artists
Because
that you?
they all work together. First of all,
Hmm.
all these hip hop artists work together,
Mhm.
so they know that I paid Fat Joe, and they all wanted to get paid. They hit me up. But then they all were fucking with my songs too. They have to fuck with my songs. My songs are fire.
So they asking you for some money to post you on their story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid a couple of them, a couple K.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that does work. Okay.
I got a whole verse from Game for 6K.
That's
That'd
dope.
be a great verse.
That's dope.
Is that song out right now?
I didn't even put it out yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the right distribution.
That's
Hey,
smart.
I got a question for you. If I was just a random person searching on YouTube and I came across this interview and it was my first time even hearing who Rod was, what song would you recommend that I go and search right now to check you out?
Not Here to Lie to You.
Not Here to Lie to You by Ra?
Yeah, RahTwoFive.
RahTwoFive.
This song's
Not
all
Here to Lie.
streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms.
Spotify,
RahTwoFive,
yeah.
spelled out TWOFIVE RAH. RahTwoFive.
That's dope. Talk about that song, Not Here to Lie to You.
It's just, I feel like it's the best one that really like shows my capabilities and possibilities right now.
Hmm.
I got a lot of other good songs, but then it's like I'm just subjective to my music as well, you know.
Right.
Someone else could have a more favorite song. Like probably my wife's favorite song is not that. There's other people who got more favorite songs of mine that aren't that. But I feel like that one, for me,
Is your favorite
displays
song?
Same,
my
okay.
capabilities
Mm-hmm.
and my favorite vibe.
Okay.
I
When you
think
say
it's like my favorite
capability,
vibe.
when you say capability, sorry to interrupt you. Talk about what you mean by capabilities.
That I can rap flow, I can sing flow, I can hit notes, I can sound good tone,
Hmm.
I can rhyme beats.
Dope.
So
Make
you
beats too?
I've made a couple of beats, but I have so many. I always make friends with producers.
yeah.
Right.
My best friends are producers, so it's like y'all beats are so good.
That's dope.
Why would
That's
I-
dope.
Why would I make my own? Yeah.
I just get on my friends' beats, and I've been what's it called? I've had so many free beats that's like spoiled. That's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. I've been spoiled with free
Spoiled.
beats.
Mm.
My friends have so many free beats. I used to actually, for a while, I knew beats were so important. I let people live rent free in my house for beats.
Wow. That's
Damn.
I've traded
You
rent
generous.
free.
That's smart.
Right?
I've
I
lived-
mean,
I've
you
lived
know,
with producers
when
and
you
they just
young,
give me
let me
beats
say
you
that.
ain't got no kids.
When you ain't
They
got
did-
no
oh, yeah, this was when I was
responsibility.
single. This was before
I,
got my girl.
I figured
Right,
that.
white people
I had-
like, who the fuck is this thing?
yeah.
I had a house of like 6
He
guys.
gotta
All
go.
the
Yeah.
cornbread,
Yeah.
all hog.
Yeah, on the real.
I'm fucking with
Nah, but I
Like,
figured
that was
that.
North
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
figured that.
yeah.
Yeah. But when you young, that's dope.
I miss those days though, man. Just not having any responsibilities other than just to chase my dreams.
That's it.
Those was the dope days.
It's
We take-
interesting
we
because-
hopping in
take
a
that for
car, we
granted.
gassing up in the bay.
I've
We
thought
driving
about-
to LA.
Yeah.
We going to every DJ spot we
Yeah.
can go to, every club, every you know what
You
I mean?
you getting
Just
out
the
there putting the
politic.
footwork in. Yeah.
I've thought about the give and take, like if it were to be that and not with the wife and son now and
Mhm.
living, if I were just still doing that,
Mm.
or if I'm doing this, which one's better, which one's more effective. I've thought about that, and I've thought about age.
Mhm.
That we're getting older, more mature.
Mhm.
I think it's just honestly that has its time.
For sure.
It really
I think
does.
It just has its
Sure.
time, and it has
Nah,
to be
you
in
right.
the 20s.
That's a fact.
You right.
That's a fact.
And it just it was something that you had to do, learn and build brotherhood and build those
Mhm.
like
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
a team spirit.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
you're on a
phase
team.
that
It's
all
like
artists
you're on a
gotta go
football
through.
team.
Mhm.
You just with
But
a
I
bunch of
definitely-
rappers.
It really is a phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the grind and what that looks like as a family man these days. When you're putting out music and what does it look like as opposed to back then, with these added responsibilities.
Because it's for sure
How do you
different.
promote your music now?
It's
Just
different.
online only, or do you actually get out there in the streets pushing it?
I have to do more of the streets pushing it, but I've been only doing online.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been just trying to strategize. I feel like it's like I thank God, like we're alive now. We have an opportunity to live more.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever I did, like I can start new right now. So it's like I can plan for 2025. So it's like I want to like every year I'm gaining more wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like, okay, now I'm going to be able to plan a better rollout for 2025. And then I can make it happen. It's like I'm just trying to figure out the financial game. I'm getting into real estate.
Mhm.
Just it's more about life, about making money, about getting stuff figured out, getting properties.
That's
It's like I'm not just trying to be have a hit song.
Right, right,
There's
right.
more to life than that.
just having a hit song. That's
But I do
you
want
need-
hit songs coming.
yeah, of course you do, because that's gonna bring value to your life as well. You get what I'm saying? But not just focused on that is important too, because it'll burn you out as an artist, you know.
Yeah.
But to have the stability, like you saying, understanding financial literacy, understanding that you need to build businesses and, you know, go get into real estate. Those is things I hear a lot of people on that common ground, because they want the flexibility to be able to go do what they really want to do. And you, in today's time, the way, you know, life is life, and for people, you really can't go do what you want to do comfortably, because you're stressing you can't pay these bills and take care of life, you know. So I understand that. Yeah,
I think it's important to understand the whole thing.
yeah, it is. It is, because we attach to the fun, not the grind, the work, and what it takes, and to, you know, cut everything off.
I love discipline, routine.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Really working hard.
It's and from a psychological perspective, there's this thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Where we have all these different needs in life, and if any one of those needs are compromised, then it adds to our stress value. You know, how much that we're just not in discomfort in the moment from a psychological perspective. So some of these needs is like having our house a house to go to, right? Having food to eat, having the ability to sleep 8 hours a night, right? Having meaningful social relationships. And these are like just core things in every human life that adds are of some importance. And if any of these areas are compromised, then it adds to a level of stress for it.
That's
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
because it really will. Because that's not your want. That's a need.
Right.
Your care for a want and a need is two different ways and in two different places. You get what I'm saying? That makes sense. Yeah, that's crazy.
I had a homeboy who had hit me not too long ago. He was just talking about different shit going on in his life, where, you know, he was stressed out and shit. Then the further he talked about it, there was issues going on, housing, and issues going on with the car, you know what I'm saying, financial issues and shit like that. So when you look at some of those core areas of life, and if they're not stable, then that's going to directly add to your stress. You know.
That's true. So how you feel? How do you feel about where music is going?
Ooh.
Considering, you know, like, you know more. See, you have a versatile understanding of music. You know, your mind and eyes is everywhere in music, meaning like you over here in this country, you over here in this country. Most people here just focus on, we only have the understanding of, you know, when I know that, you know, music is bigger in other countries, you get what I'm saying, than even here, for sure.
I like way other genres than hip hop. Like, I'll be in hip hop and I'll be in pop, and then Indian music, and then Afrobeat music, Hispanic music. So it's definitely the full thing. I feel like there's some great music coming out. I know that some people want to say like, oh, it's going down or something, but there's always gonna be great artists. Like, there's some great creative people that are alive right now.
That's a
They're gonna
fact.
create some great shit. There's some great shit that's coming out.
You like that new Kendrick album?
There's some good songs. I gave it a 7.8 yesterday.
You give it a 7 point.
I
Yeah.
had to. I think
don't
it
know
could be.
about that.
I think it could be an 8.5 at max
Why,
for me.
Why you say that?
but I gave it a 7.8.
And
yesterday
I don't, like
when
I was telling you
with
earlier, I
them
don't
and
think it's his album, but
I know why he said that though.
why you think
I
it's
say
a
it
7?
only
I know why he
because
said
he
that.
tried to sound like Tupac and he didn't hit
That's
as
not
hard
why.
as Tupac.
That's not why.
Why? Why
don't
you
want
think
some-
Earlier in the
why?
interview, he talked about having a connection with Drake. You
What?
didn't hear that?
No,
Oh,
This
the
weekend,
Canadian
weekend.
connection. Yeah.
I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
I don't care about Drake. I actually,
He got them Drake connections.
no,
He like,
not-
I'm gonna give Kane out a
He
7.5.
fucking with the owl.
Yo,
huh?
7-8.
With the owl.
7-8 is almost an 8, but
Okay.
an 8 is very good.
What do you think that he could have done?
An 8 is very good. Like, I'm not saying it's
It-
even
why?
close to-
Lyrics
I'm not even
wise,
saying it's close to
production
average. It's above
wise?
average. It's way above average.
Okay.
He had great songs. Half the album was great songs.
Okay.
So let's say it was 12 songs, right? 6 songs were great songs.
Mm-hmm.
The other 6 songs were okay to me. And then that Tupac song, I was like, yo, he not
Reincarnated.
hitting no bars.
Reincarnated.
Yeah. I
But
was
Tupac,
like, damn, you gonna
Tupac
try to
didn't
sound like
have
Tupac,
bars.
But then, no, but
Yeah.
Tupac had more bars than him.
Nah,
That song.
Tupac was
He was
soulful.
emotion.
He
Henry
was
put it in my
soulful.
heart.
It was emotion and a message.
Tupac
Yeah,
talked
put it
in
in
a
my
way
heart.
to where
For me.
he
When I
talked
first
about
heard it,
everybody's
I heard it
life in the song. Bars, that's my point of view. But
I
like,
like Kendrick.
yeah,
I'll give him an 8, 7.8, almost an 8
All right.
out of 10. That's huge.
Who,
I-
what other
you
hip-hop
give him a
artists you like?
10.
I think that's a classic.
I think not
You
like
think-
I
us.
think it's a classic.
You
I
think
think
GNX is a classic?
I'm gonna call it a classic.
I
The
think
car for
Kendrick
sure
won
is a
beef.
classic.
It's a high 9 for me.
Yeah, I give it a
9?
high 9.
High
so. It's
9.
just one more.
I call him a 10. Nigga, that's a 10. That shit.
Well,
slap.
yeah.
That
Today's
shit
compared to
slap.
today's
Back to back.
music,
I'm from the
yeah.
Bay.
He
too,
had
so
some
those
great
beats that
songs.
he
He had
chose,
some great
those
songs.
Yeah.
from my region.
Yeah,
You know what
he
I'm saying?
did.
So I
He had
connect with
some.
it differently.
He had some
And I
shit
fuck
on
with
there,
the
huh?
lyrical
He had
Yeah.
like
So-
3 or 4 songs that were perfect.
Mm.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
had like 3
I-
or 4 songs that were perfect.
I just like to hear everybody point of view on this because I understand the battle that's going on, and sometimes that fucks up people's view of how they see music. You get what I'm saying? And when you really understand how music is made and where it's going in and how what he's doing, he's really putting that shit
He's going
together.
crazy.
I
And he
fuck with Kendrick.
influencing that town of Compton, man, just LA
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah.
But Compton in particular, just to see certain artists in Compton be
Link
so
up.
passionate
Yeah.
about being from where they from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And giving flowers to Kendrick for what he doing and shit is dope.
I respect that
Because-
on a
because-
whole
because
nother
artists
level.
don't do
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, they don't.
First of all, they don't.
Yeah.
do that
They
shit.
don't.
I love the fact that he had a lot of up and coming artists on there, and he really
That was dope,
tied
too.
them into
That
the
was
song.
That
dope.
was
That
dope.
was
He
dope.
really
Yeah.
tied them in, like he would just be rapping,
Yeah.
and then he would just kind of go to them, almost
Right.
as if it was another
Did you notice?
voice of him. You know how he changed his voice.
Yeah.
It almost felt like it would be a feature artist, but it would be like, oh, this just Kendrick continuation. Like he
But it was
really
another artist, yeah.
killed it with the features.
Okay, yeah,
And,
I agree
he
to
gave
that.
his love
Yeah,
to them.
I would have
agree
never
to that.
expected
Co-signed to
him
them.
on
That
a
was
song.
big.
My bad for interrupting you.
No, you
But I would have never expected Lefty Gunplay on a song with Kendrick.
yeah.
Lefty Gunplay is on a banger on there.
But he only got
he just did like the bridge or something.
yeah.
never knew
I'm-
about him
But that's
before.
creative though. That is
That
creative.
is
to use
smart,
somebody's
yeah.
voice just to do those 4 bars and it's a feature. You're gonna get paid for the rest of your life.
and it's gonna give you a now
And
they
you
gotta
finna go
pay you
up.
some more money.
You finna go
Yeah,
platinum.
your
And you
walkthrough
notice
costs a
one
little
thing?
more.
Platinum.
One
Yeah,
more thing
for
is
sure.
At the pop out, he had all black artists on stage from
Right.
from what I remember. And so on here, he had 2 of the Latino artists from LA
Yeah.
on here that was going crazy.
Yeah.
One of them was Pesos, the other was Lefty Gunplay.
Right,
So,
right.
that
Yeah,
was
that's a
creative
fact.
chess move right
Yeah,
there,
nah,
too.
that was smart because he
Gotta
blend in the
include the
culture.
whole
He
LA,
understands this.
which is a lot of
He
Latino.
that's a smart move. Why would we should never be split up like that.
Right,
We come from the same struggle.
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? We should never be man. We strong, man.
I want
You know?
just looking at LA on the gram over, and we're gonna get back to a couple more questions too with Rob, but just looking at LA on the gram over the weekend was crazy. Shout out to what is it, Pookie? What's his name?
Pookie F and Root.
Pookie F and Rue. Shout out to
Yeah,
Pookie F and
yeah.
Rue and happy birthday. Him and DJ Charisma had a birthday party. Looked like it went up.
Yeah,
And
his shit
everybody
be
was
cracking,
there.
huh?
Everybody was
His
there,
shit
right?
be cracking. That's
I
for
know
In
sure.
certain
Charisma,
cities,
shout
you
out
can throw a
Charisma.
show, right? People would watch your show on Instagram,
Yeah.
right? But he one of them people who threw a show, and all sides of that area seemed like they came there to support him.
Yeah.
So that was dope to see too.
He got a dope ass fan base. That's one thing
That's
I noticed
dope.
about him. Cause sometimes a lot of artists, they fan base is not real. but he really built
They
that
real
fan
people.
base. He got a
Exactly.
real core
Yep.
fan base, you
Yep.
know, and that's important.
You can tell they went
Yeah.
to high school and they,
Yeah.
you know, they been knowing him.
Yeah,
for years.
he got a cold push
So
down
that
there.
was dope. That was dope to see. So shout out
Yeah.
to everybody in Compton and LA and
For sure.
everybody in
Shout
Southern
out to the
Cali
land,
pushing
man.
their movement,
Yeah,
man.
that's
That
a
shit
fact.
was
Shout out
Yeah.
to
dope.
LA,
Bay to
bro.
LA, you already know.
That's a
I
fact.
lived
Yeah.
in LA for 15 years. Had a great, huge part of my life. So shout out Kelly, man.
Oh, that's good. You done been a little bit of everywhere,
I
huh?
was in LA from '09 till just 6 months ago.
Hmm.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What made you move here?
My mom moved out here before.
Oh,
me,
okay.
So I wanted to be
That'll
with
do
her.
it.
And then also they were like tax are better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a huge house,
Mm-hmm.
4-bedroom house for the size. I was getting a 2-bedroom apartment in Calabasas.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
I was
that's
trying
a
to live in
fact.
Cal-
Same reason I moved out here.
You was
I
trying to live
got
in
a 4-bedroom
Calabasas, huh?
house with a gated neighborhood for cheaper
Yeah.
than a 2-bedroom apartment in Calabasas.
Yeah, you could live out here. I
Man,
love being
my
out here.
My mortgage out here is half the price of the rent I paid in California.
It be like that, man.
That's
I be
crazy.
tripping off the shit people be
Wow.
telling me they
My
paying.
mortgage
And it's
is
true here.
half the
I
price
like
of the
I like
California
being in
rent.
one city.
Look,
like
my-
I don't gotta go fucking 45 minutes to the next city.
Mhm.
Like I'm just in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
everything
My-
I gotta
Every 20,
do.
30 minutes
Everything
apart.
I gotta do in Vegas. It's not like I gotta go. Now I gotta go to Malibu today.
Nah, for
I gotta
real.
go to Santa Monica later. Now I gotta go to fucking Encino.
You be on the freeway
I
all
gotta go
damn
to
day.
Beverly.
Nah,
I gotta
for
go
real.
to Beverly Hills for
And
dinner.
don't
Yeah.
let
From
traffic
Malibu.
hit.
Like
Don't
that's
let
like an
traffic
hour
hit.
You
away,
gonna be in
bro.
traffic for real.
Bro,
But you gotta
I
think.
had to drive an hour like 8 times every day.
Yeah, you gotta think. You got everybody
Shit was
pushing out
fucking
at the same
I
time.
spent half
You
my
get what I'm
life,
saying?
I
Eh,
lived
you-
in Fairfield and worked in San Francisco. That's like an hour apart. But on rush hour traffic in the Bay, it's
Yeah.
gonna take 2-3 hours.
That's
You're in the
crazy.
north. I don't
Direction.
even know too much about the north.
That's
Mhm,
crazy.
that's
You
crazy.
can't park nowhere.
Parking
Like,
is crazy.
man,
You gonna get a ticket every
when I-
damn day.
When I always go to see the family down there, I be like, damn, you man, I
Like
be
here, I don't
mad.
I don't go to the strip out here because of the parking.
That's
I
crazy.
don't got no
If you're a
reason.
local though, you get a free parking though.
I don't
Yeah,
got
you get a
Nevada-
free parking
I
for
don't got
sure.
Nevada license yet. I'm so
And
Cal
another thing I
license.
was gonna say about the Bay is it's $12 to go over the bridge. So if you just go over the bridge one way, $12. You go over the bridge another way, $12. So I
Damn,
was
that's
going 2 bridges a
crazy.
day. Shit was crazy.
Damn, they
Back
tolling
then
the
it was
bridge.
like $8, but now it's up to $12.
Oh, that's gonna keep going up. That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
They
crazy.
they
They
got
get
you
money.
pay. They got you paying for a
to go
lane.
over the bridge.
Damn. That happened to me when I was in New Jersey going to New York. We turn the rental car in. I get back home right a month later. Man, I got a gang of motherfucking
That's-
toll tickets.
That's
Like,
something
damn.
I've contemplated in New Jersey.
You
Like that?
yeah.
Because my brother lives in New Jersey. He got 2 kids, so I want my son to grow up with them. And then also, if I moved out there, then my mom would probably move out there. Then she'll have both her kids. I'll be with my brother. We've been in the same state for like 17
New Jersey beautiful too.
I've been in the same state with my
Mhm.
brother for like 17 years.
Yeah, New
Yeah,
Jersey
York,
beautiful.
York, he was in Manhattan. Now he just moved to Jersey because he got 2 kids.
Yeah.
They're both under 2. So I've thought about it to move to New Jersey because it's still close to New York. So if I ever
Mm.
gotta do music industry
Mhm.
shit, show
Yeah.
some events, I'll just go to New York.
Hey, and throughout this whole season, we've been advocating for mental health, mental wellness. I want to ask you this question: how important is mental health for you?
Man, it's the biggest part of my day.
Hmm.
It's everything.
Yeah.
If there ain't no mental health, there is nothing. Can't even think. If you don't have mental health, you can't think.
Yeah. That's,
So
that's
mental health
true.
becomes before everything.
Okay.
You have to start with mental health. You have to start from a base of being mentally healthy
Hmm.
Yeah.
before you do anything. Talk to anybody.
Should be your first priority when you
it's
wake
the
up.
beginning- It's the main part of your life. Like you gotta
What's some ways that you take care of your mental health?
gym. I
Like the gym.
love going to the gym,
Mm.
sauna, steam room, shower, affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
the belief, prayer.
Hmm. That's dope. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that just keeps you focused, keeps you aligned,
Yeah.
and
And goal
and
setting.
mhm.
Journal too. I
yeah,
have a notebook.
yeah.
I write to-do lists and write affirmations and like kind of like goals.
So you got a journal.
I always
Let's
have
talk.
I love notebooks. I
That's
love
dope.
pens.
Let's talk
I've always
about that.
loved pens and
Hmm.
notebooks and writing.
So in this journal, what do you document? Like your day to day, or?
There's a couple different categories. I do day to days,
Mhm.
like to do lists. I do like just free writing sometimes.
Mm.
I do goal lists. I'll do just affirmations. I'll do like words like
Mm.
courage, bravery, strength,
Yeah.
God, faith, power. Like, I'll
I
just
like that.
write
That's
words.
smart.
Let's do an activity right here on the Code of Ethics podcast. Just to wrap up season 1, we want to do this quick little activity.
Yeah.
So let's just do some affirmations. Let's go around the table.
Five.
You can lead it off.
I'm amazing.
Self love.
Self love. Okay. I will be great.
Okay. Can I break out the process real quick? If you say I will be great, you will always be stuck in that I will. You have to say I am great.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
Thank you.
Okay.
That you
Keep
have to
going.
do
All right,
it
let's-
Couple more rounds.
Yeah, let's go again. I like that.
Let's make them personal. Let's make them relative to our experience.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
I am fully aware of my capabilities to do greatness in this world.
Hmm. I understand my purpose, and I understand that I'm in control.
Jeez.
I'm able to do whatever I put my mind to.
Hmm.
I create paradise on earth.
I can always give you good energy.
When I go into work, I will help as many people as I can.
Hmm. Hmm.
I will push an energy of fullness and greatness, completeness to every being in the universe.
That was hard. That was hard.
That was
That
dope.
was hard.
That
All right,
was
let's wrap this
dope.
round
That
up. You
was
can
dope.
Go. You got this. After that one, what you
Yeah,
got after
nah.
that one?
I ain't coming after that shit,
What you
man.
got after that
He
one?
had
Hey,
that shit
you
written
see
down.
that?
Yeah.
You went hard on that one. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I will always break barriers, conquer my struggles, break generational curses, and stand in every moment and capture it, memorize it, take it in, good, bad, because I am what I become.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I didn't write that down. No, I'm just playing.
I will be aware of my emotions.
Mm.
I will recognize my situations and my surroundings, and I will actively put effort into changing the narrative.
Speak on it.
I like that. Affirmations.
Affirmations. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah, affirmations. Those are
That's dope though. I like the journal, I like everything, the meditation, the sauna. Yeah, that's dope. Cause it's important. Cause if the mind is broken, you broken.
Sauna is great.
You know.
I meditate in the sauna
Mhm.
steam room.
Yeah,
Some good ones.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's dope.
Okay. Hey, Rod, what you got coming next with the music?
Man, okay, so my name is RahTwoFive,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because I'm born on January 25th.
Wow.
Christ was born on December 25th. So I just kind of felt like the 2-5 is something special.
Okay.
I was born on the 25th too.
Mm-hmm.
He was the end of the year, I was the beginning of the year. But anyways, I just love Jesus. And so I'm thinking, so I always made my name RahTwoFive. And that's my artist name. But then it's 2025. So it's like, it's the year of 2-5. So I'm going to drop an album called The Year of the 2-5.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop 10 classics. I'm trying to go Thriller.
That's what's up.
I'm always trying to make the best music.
That's
I can
dope.
possibly make.
That's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, RahTwoFive. Y'all check him out on all social media platforms. and on Apple Music, music streaming everywhere, right?
Yeah, I got like 30 songs out.
Let them know where they can check you out.
Catalog,
On
building that
Rah
catalog, huh?
Yep.
That's right.
RahTwoFive, RahTwoFive on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Tap in on him.
It's dope.
Tap in on
Hey, yo,
him.
y'all watching the Code of Ethics podcast. This is RahTwoFive. I'm your host, Dr. T-Mazz Harris. This is King Musa.
Hey,
And we want to shout out everybody who been checking us out for this whole season, man. These last 10 weeks has been incredible. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for subscribing and liking and just engaging with the channel. You know what I
support,
mean?
just the thought. Yeah.
This next season that we got coming up is going to be incredible. So y'all make sure y'all stay locked in with us. If y'all want any of the code of any of what's the merch people? Who we got on the merch this season? Who we had?
Needles and
So
thread.
we had Needles and Threads. If
Mhm.
y'all need anything from Needles and Threads, make sure y'all hit up their website, needlesandthreads.com, I believe, and enter your promo code COE.
Get
for
that
Code of
percentage
Ethics.
off. Yeah, get that
10% off,
discount.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We also going on tour with EBK Young Jock. We got a couple dates coming up in December on the 14th and the 15th in Bakersfield in LA. If y'all need any tickets, make sure y'all tap in on our on Eventbrite, or you can hit up DJ Gutta Butter, yes, on Instagram. Yeah, that's going up. You can also hit me up on Instagram and all that kind of shit. But the tour is going down. Look on EBK Young Jock's Instagram or on their websites. But if y'all want to go to that Bakersfield or that LA joint, make sure you tap in with us.
Yeah, make sure, man. Make sure y'all check us out. Keep supporting us like he said, man. We appreciate it all. Hey, we just want to make sure we build dialogue with everybody from all walks of life. That's how we create it. Together we become stronger, you know, and we just looking for better episodes to get better at it, bring y'all more information, and just keep building with y'all, with the people with us, you know, the whole team, and just move forward, man. We appreciate y'all. Code of Ethics, episode 10 with RahTwoFive, T-Mazz.
Go,
Hey,
Go.
check us out.
Young Billies.